Hello, and welcome to the Haas Tip of the Day. My name is Mark, and right now I am doing two things at once. I'm talking with you, and at the same time, the lathe behind me, with the use of a bar puller, is making parts. A lot of parts. Well, I went and got some coffee, you listened to our theme song, and our lathe made a few more parts. Now the benefits of using a bar puller are obvious. It allows me to walk away from my machine for maybe 30 minutes at a time to attend to other projects, while my Haas lathe continues to pay for itself. Now, we don't sell bar pullers, we sell machine tools, but we want you to succeed and to get the most out of your Haas machine. So right now, we're going to show you how to use this effective tool. Now our bar puller is basically a gripper that we've mounted onto the turret. Now you command it just like any other tool, and we've commanded ours to come in just above the bar, and then using a G1 we've fed it down onto the stock with the spindle stopped using an M5 command. From there we'll use an M11 to open up the chuck. Then we'll dwell for about a second, making sure that the chuck has enough time to open fully before we pull that bar out. Now in my code I've used a G1 W1.07. On lathes, when we want to move the X, the Y, or the Z axis incrementally, we'll command a U, a V, or a W. Now, I've used a W1.07, which is going to move my Z axis in the positive direction from where it sits, 1.07 inches. Now, something to remember is that typically our X and our U values are in diameter. From there, once our bar has been pulled, we're going to close that chuck using an M10 command, and then dwell for about a second, making sure that the chuck has plenty of time to close before we program that tool up and out of the way. Now, if you press the cycle start button during your setup and get a message that says chuck unclamped, you may have to turn on parameter 278 bit 8, chuck open C start. You'll get that warning message if cycle start is pressed while the chuck is open. Okay, now it's time for the fun part.